I'm Larry Farver, and let's queer up the worldview. Alpine divorce TikTok trend raises alarms over partners abandoning lovers in remote wilderness. A troubling relationship trend known as Alpine divorce is gaining attention online after going viral on TikTok, raising concerns about safety and emotional abuse. The phrase surged in popularity after TikTok user Ever After Aya posted a video on February 18th captioned, "Point of view. You go on a hike with him in the mountains, but he leaves you alone by yourself and you realize he never liked you to begin with," showing a woman crying while hiking alone. The clip has drawn more than 23 million views. The term originally comes from the short story An Alpine Divorce by Robert Barr, in which a husband plans to push his wife off a cliff in the Swiss Alps. Today, it refers to abandoning a partner in a remote location instead of formally ending a relationship. Experts say this behavior reflects conflict avoidance and emotional manipulation. Divorce attorney John Knocklinger says, quote, "They want to break up, but they're not mature enough to just be direct about it," end quote. While no data shows LGBTQ plus couples experience this more than heterosexual couples, experts warn anyone can be vulnerable to this dangerous breakup tactic. Well, it's certainly an eye-opener. It's interesting that people can sometimes find pleasure in other people's misfortunes. We're all human beings. So it's interesting to see the number of hits that have resulted. Bobby, this seems to be an area of your expertise. What do you think?
Okay, so first of all, as a divorce mediator, as a certified family mediator, this is a bad idea on so many levels. Not only are you abandoning a former loved one right out in the wilderness, and don't do that because, that you might be legally liable for any kind of what if they get hurt because you abandon them out there? Even if it's not criminally liable, they might, try to sue your pants off in court. Not to mention, if they do survive and come back, your breakup is going to be that much harder. You're inflicting unnecessary emotional damage on a person that you claim to, at least used to claim to love, and now you have to face them in front of a mediator like myself, or worse, a judge. What do you think a judge is going to hear? What do you think a divorce lawyer is going to hear on the other side when they show evidence that you abandoned them on the side of a mountain while you go back home to, hot chocolate and fireplace? And that is going to prolong this process of separation. Generates unnecessary trouble for yourself, monetarily, emotionally, even maybe legally, and honestly, morally and ethically, that's just a crappy, shitty thing to do. It is, and also on the other hand, because it's TikTok, I'm not entirely sure if this is just like a wild publicity stunt to generate clouds or following because, oh my God, boo-hoo, young woman left alone in the woods while her heartless soon-to-be ex-boyfriend dumped her out there in the middle of nowhere.
Exactly. I was considering divorcing my fifth husband by abandoning them in the woods until I met Bobby, and he helped me so much, and we mediated, and we did not abandon each other in the woods.
Thank you. I will take the customer testimony on my website.
But seriously, I do know people that you've helped with, and you have done such a great job with them, Bobby. And where can people find out more about your mediations?
Well, they can all go to my website at bhcrs.com. Yes, BHCRS as Bob. BH Conflict Resolution Services, or they can, or they can reach me, leave a message at the video if you want.
Absolutely. Bobby, we definitely need people like you to be able to mediate. I agree with you. It's TikTok, so I'm a little skeptical on if this is something that's really real. Honestly, we're in a social media, blitz hellscape in our life. Exactly. People have been left, ghosted for years, and we've just never had the instant, videos to prove it, and now that we do, and then unfortunately you're right, we do watch stuff that is other people's pain and we laugh at it. So there's a lot of social commentary here about our political and our social scape, but if you are thinking about breaking up or divorcing, maybe sometimes it's better just to sit down and talk, and if you can't, bring in somebody like Bobby.
Yeah, on a lighter note, for those watching and not sure, I'm so old, I was dumped once in college via MySpace message.
Oh, wow. Well,
Yeah. I don't know if that's worse than being left in the woods or not, but it could be.
And since I'm on a self-promotional streak, I'm going to selfishly promote that I also handle business mediation and any other kind of civil matters. Just don't come to me if you commit a crime. I can mediate you.
Well, everybody look up Bobby and follow him at, what was it?
bhcrs.com.
All right there.
Yep.
Well, there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.